So hi everyone, in this video we are going to study about the complement system. Complement system mainly involves the complement proteins. These are the plasma proteins. Plasma proteins, these are the plasma proteins which complement the effects of antibodies in destroying the antigen. If you think that antibodies alone will destroy the antigen, it is not true because we need a complement system. Of course, antibody can destroy antigen, but this complement system will complement. That means it will complete the process of antibodies. We will see that by the end of the video. There are mainly 11 complement proteins involved here. There are around 30 complement proteins, but we are not required all of them. So we will study about the 11 complement proteins here. The complement protein from 1 to 9. But the complement protein 1 has again subdivisions C1q, C1r and the C1s. These are actually present in the blood but in inactive form. When there is invasion of the foreign bodies or antigen, there occurs the activation of the complement proteins, then there will be immunological response. Actually, to activate these complement proteins, we have three main pathways. These are what are called as mechanism of action of the complement system. So it mainly involves three pathways. The first one is classical pathway, and the second one is alternate pathway, and the third one is mannose binding lectin pathway. It feels difficult, but it will be easier. First I will explain the theoretical part, and then I will go with this flowchart. If you see in this flowchart, it will be from the GK part and it's available in your textbook. Just I added some of the important things here. First I will go with the classical pathway. To activate the classical pathway, the antigen antibody complex is required. In simple words, the antigen and the antibody complex will activate the complement protein 1, then that in turn activates the complement protein 2 and 4, that will activate the complement protein 5. That then occurs the cascade. There will be activation of all further complement proteins after the C5. Those are C6, C7, C8 and then C9. Along with C5b, this forms the activated complex. I will mention it about in the pathway. Let me explain you about that here. These are involved in the cytolysis. Just remember that these are involved in the cytolysis because ultimately every pathway will activate this C5 and there will be cascade of C6 to C9. So all of the pathways have common in them. Okay. The activated complement proteins facilitate the inflammation in following ways. Okay, I will explain about the different types of complement proteins which are involved in different steps or different stages of the inflammation, which again involved in the immunity. Okay, let me not make it complex. The C3A, C4A and the C5A. If you worried that what are these A, why are they coming here? So the complement protein will be 1. Once they get activated, they will be fragmented into two different fragments, CA and the CB fragments. So here the CA is CA, that is C3A, C4A and the C5A. These facilitate the process of chemotaxis and also release of the histamine from the mast cells. The histamine is potent vasodilator. So as you know, when there is vasodilation, there occurs the margination of the neutrophils, and these neutrophils again help the process of phagocytosis of the antigens or the foreign bodies or the microbes. In same way, C3b is involved in opsonization. because it promotes the opsonization. The activated complex, as I mentioned, from C5b to C9, these are involved in the process of cytolysis. And next comes the alternate pathway or the propedin pathway. And the propedin is the key protein that is involved in this pathway. And also you need to know that the factor 1 recognizes the polysaccharides of the microorganisms. As you know, the microbes contain polysaccharides over its surfaces, and this factor 1 will recognize that polysaccharides, and it activates the complement proteins 3 and 5. As you know, once the C5 is activated, it will form the activated complex, activated complement complex, that is from C5b, C6, C7, C8 and then C9. What happens with this complex? There occurs the cytolysis. And the last one, mannose binding lectin pathway. It feels strange to read this whole sentence, that is mannose binding lectin pathway, but it is very simple. We have the plasma protein called as lectin that will bind to the mannose group of the surface of bacteria. In simple way, the bacteria are having mannose groups over its surfaces. Our lectin will recognize this, and then it will activate our complement protein, that complement system, that will cause the cytolysis. As you know, C5b to C9. Then I will explain with this flowchart. You will get the overview of all complement pathways. Okay, as you know, the first one, that is classical pathway. To activate, or the classical pathway is activated by the antigen antibody complex. It will activate the C1, C1 will activate C2 and the C4 complements, and these in turn will activate the C5. As you know, once the C5 is activated, then there is cascade. Actually all these things are cascades, but it will be as you can see here, once the C5 is activated, it forms with C5b to C9. And then the second one, that is alternate pathway. Here, as you know, the factor 1 will recognize the polysaccharide on the surface of the microbe. It will activate the C3, that will activate again C5. Once the C5 is activated, there is a formation of the activated complement complex. And the mannose binding lectin pathway. Our lectin will recognize the mannose group. Once if it recognizes, that will directly activate the C5. If you know, as you know, C5 is activated, then there is a formation of a C5, C5b to C9. There is activated complement complex formation. So as I mentioned, cytolysis, but how? That is important. As you know, this is where actually the whole study is involved. The activated complement complex, these are acting like the perforin. As the word says, these perforins will perforate the microbe. So as you know, once there is formation of the pore, the surrounding things will enter inside. What are the surrounding things are there? For example, the transport of ions and the water into the microbes. As you know, if excess of water enters, what happens? The cell or the microbe will burst out. So once if it bursted out, what remains? Nothing remains. That is what the process is. So finally uh, we entered two different types of complement proteins. Then finally we formed the activated complement complex that involves in the cytolysis of the microbes. So if you asked, then what about the antigen alone? So if it is just a foreign body without any cells, as you know, other complements like C3A, as I mentioned here, these will increase some other steps of the inflammation. So ultimate goal is to remove the antigen from our body. That antigen may be everything. Okay, means it may be just a microbe, may not be just a pollen grain, I don't know, but that is our ultimate goal. So this was the whole story of the complement system. If you enjoyed the video, just enjoy it. Thank you.